All right, welcome to setting up your Pearson My Math Lab for college algebra. This is page 6 of the course syllabus. So this is a short little video that kind of goes through the steps to get you into my math lab. Now I have two online classes. We have section 25987 right here. This will be your web address that you're going to use. And I have section 25989, and this will be your web address that you'll have to use. So we'll type this in. Make sure you type it in correctly. I'm going to enlarge this right now. So again, 25987. Here's the web address. Notice that the difference between these two are just the last 5-digit numbers. Once you go to this web page, it will get you registration started. You will continue to register. This is for a different class. It's not for either one of your classes. I made this up for my in-person class, but the steps are the same. Continue to register. Click here. And now you have two choices. If you already have an account, you can sign up and sign in that way. And it gives you an option if you forgot your username or password. If you're not sure you have an account, you can click here. You can click create, and it will open up this window, and once you type in your email address, it will verify whether or not you have an account. So it's pretty self-explanatory as you go through it. Again, please ignore over here. This course name is not your course. It will have your right course section number up here. This is my in-person class. But you're going to fill in your email address. If you're brand new, I would say just use your student email. That will become your username. Create a password. Once you click in here, it'll give you all the things you need to have, like 8 or 10 characters, whatever the case is, lowercase numbers, uppercase, things of that nature. Re-enter your password. If they're not identical, it will let you know. First name, last name, very important. Please use the first name and last name that is in SIS. I know a lot of people have two different last names, so please type it in exactly the way it is in SIS, because I transfer these grades into my grade book and everything is via SIS. You'll have a security question, come up with the answer, agree to the terms, and I would click you don't want to receive Pearson product information. If you are under the age of, if any of these down here apply to you, make sure that you click here. Then we're going to create our account. Now, once you create your account, it's going to tell you that, hey, you successfully created your account. Now they're going to want you to pay for it. There's really a couple options here. Way at the bottom is temporary access. You get 14 free days. This is important because if you look like this course is going to be too demanding and you want to withdraw and get a full refund, you have to do that by the end of the first week of classes. That's going to be, it's also on your calendar in your syllabus. If you plan to take this class, you're going to continue onward. You can still click 14-day at temporary access, which I encourage because it gets you in right away. You can take care of payment later within 14 days. But there's going to be two prices here. The one at the bottom here, the $74.99, this is if college algebra is the last math class you have to take. If you have to take trigonometry, which most of our trig classes use the same book, then click the student access up to 24 months. So as opposed to basically one semester or half the year, or I should say closer to a third of the year, to 2 years, 24 months. That way you can take your college algebra, you can take your trigonometry. Seeing that you are taking college algebra this spring, you would definitely want to take trigonometry this summer if you plan on taking calculus. After, or I should say, starting this fall semester in the 2022 year, the new requirement will be college algebra, then MAT 187. So far, it looks like we're still going to be using the same book, but just be prepared. It might be a different book. So if you need to get this all taken care of, this would be the option I would take here. It'll be cheaper overall. Divide that by 2, you're looking at $55 per class as opposed to $75 per class. All right, so if we choose temporary access, you will get this window, which we're going to say, yes, we want to have a temporary access. You'll see this window, which will be go to my course. So you can see, again, these numbers here don't match up, as I said earlier. It will give you your account information down here. Good idea to copy this down in case you need to talk to customer service. It has your order details. So you might want to do a screenshot of this window. You can also print your receipt. I just typically do everything digitally. We'll go to my course. And again, remember, this is my in-person class. Yours will have your title here. And that Fitzgerald with the last 5 digits will match. Here's your warning that you have temporary access and it expires, and it'll have a countdown number of days here. You click upgrade access, it'll take you back to that same web page where you had those 2 price options, and then get it taken care of. All right, now the next thing I want to show you is once you go into, just double click the title here, you're going to go to your homework, and I just wanted to show you an example of a homework assignment here real quick to get you started. You can change your problems left, right, looking at your problems up here. Save, you can click save, but what I have found out, they automatically save everything for you. Here's in the top, tells you what your score is and what problems you're on, how many points you've accumulated so far. But if you need help, down here, this is a help me solve, which you would fill this in as you go. That's one option. There's view an example. This is where you just click continue and read it, but you don't have to fill anything in. Get more help. Here's the textbook, and here's Ask My Instructor. All right, this, if you need help from me or you want to visit me in the office and it's on homework problems, please click this right here so I can get an email of your problem so I know exactly what we're talking about. Now, if you make this window smaller, down here, everything gets combined together into one tab. So if you want to expand the window, then all these options will display down at the bottom. Now, if we say, for example, we click, we check our answer, it's wrong, we try again, okay. Usually with true or false or multiple choice questions, you only get 2 opportunities to get it right. But I'm going to get it wrong again. So if it's wrong, just click similar question, and it resets everything up, and you can keep doing these problems over and over again until you get them right. Next problem here. Here's a problem. Now you have to enter something into your text box. So I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger here. So once you click in a text box, down at the bottom, you are going to get a template of icons for typing things in. Traditionally, this will give you the basic icons that you need to answer the question. So here, let's say, oh, it's -2. I check my answer. It's right. Well done. Click. Then I'll go to part B. Type it in. Now, if there's something here, make sure that you read this blueprint here. Simplify your answer. So let's say this was a fractional answer, 5/10. Okay, then I want to simplify that to 1/2. Or if it's the fraction 6/3, simplify it to 2. If your answer is not in its simplified form, you might get a window that pops up that says, although your answer is correct, it's not in your simplest or reduced form. Okay. Now, some problems, if you need more icons, they give you a whole entire list. The basics are here, but then you get everything else. Less than or equal, greater than symbols, not equal to, equal to. There's your fractions, your icon for your exponents. So if you ever have to type in an exponent, let's say x, and then I want to raise it to a power, you'll get that little text box within a text box so you can type in something to a power. All right, I'll just delete that out. If you want to type in an absolute value or a square root, again, what you see in blue, that's where you're going to type things in. They'll give you all the symbols. You just have to type that in. If I have to type in a cube root, notice we'll have 2 text boxes. One for the root or the index on the ledge of our radical symbol. Then we type in the number inside the radical symbol or whatever we need. Okay? All right. So get yourself registered. Good luck. See you soon.